Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
We've seen what is happening during the week so far. From what former president of Nigeria, Obasanjo, said concerning the rule of law in Nigeria, that there's not law in Nigeria. And we also heard from a man, a former Super Eagles player, Taribo West, saying he will not advise his son to come and represent the country, and so many other things that happened during the week. Can you give us a breakdown on that? How you see it?
Well, let me just make Obasanjo statement to an extent. I don't want to pitch his decision on the rings on the judiciary. The law, is not a favorable one, as in the law is actually in favor of certain set of people. The law is now being bought by money. The law now goes, justice now goes to the highest bidder. That means what we're having now is that anybody that pays the highest money gets some level of justice. So if there is corruption in the judiciary, no doubt about that. It has been echoed several times, and it's one of the problems we are having in terms of trying to bring up or throw up a leadership. Because if you look at it very well, apart from the INEC, that is a threat too, the Nigerian judiciary that's supposed to be independent, or of course, we have seen that mostly it is the pillar of democracy. Justice, court, judiciary is the fundamental pillar of democracy. So outside that, it means we are not practicing democracy, we are not practicing justice. A clear example is that of Nnamdi Kanu, and you can see that over 20,000 lawyers gathered in Enugu recently for an NBA conference where Julius Malema of South African activists we are also invited. Even though I don't want to agree with Julius Malema of South Africa or most of the things he's talked about, especially the unification agenda of Africa. I disagree with him in total, and some of the things he was trying to say in favor of some certain interests and others. I disagree with Julius Malema on some of those issues outrightly. I expected his presence to question the rationale of continuous illegal detention of Nnamdi Kanu, even though Nnamdi Kanu has officially written to NBA, consigning as his continuous illegal trial, and for Obasanjo to come out and take a particular stand on this, trying to call the world attention, and of course, major stakeholders, that the Nigerian judiciary actually needed to be independent, outside the influence of human manipulation. I think that's what Obasanjo is trying to talk about. So there's no how we are going to continue in this atmosphere where judiciary is not seen to be independent and justice is being given to those who pay the highest. That is not how a country works. That is not the principles of which democracy is being built on. And when judiciary is collapsing, that means there is bound to be a total breakdown of morals. There's going to be total breakdown of leadership. There's going to be total breakdown on how Nigeria put up leadership structures at the end of the day, coupled with INEC. So that has it has had a spread, in all our social life. Just like what we saw that happened recently. Unfortunately, we lost Peter Erufai, one of the legends of the Nigerian football industry. And of course, we saw that reaction coming from Pastor Taribo West, because of the same judiciary, the same justice we are talking about. But Peter Obi, the Labour Party presidential candidate, and of course, the most popular political personality now, was also paid a surprise visit to the family of El-Rufai just to sympathize with them. The truth remains, El-Rufai was not actually given the required justice, and that is what we are talking about.